So I stepped in some kind of medium-sized animal poop a few days ago when I was making breakfast in the forest. And I saw the poop initially, but I just told myself I would avoid stepping in it. And so eventually, right as I was done making breakfast, at some point I must have stepped in it. And it's just a good reminder that prevention is everything. And because I've been spending like literally a half hour, 45 minutes cleaning this. And I started off with just sticks around the car. And then I graduated to making a eucalyptus spray. And I didn't even realize I was smelling a little bit of poop as I was driving yesterday. And I thought, is that me? And I showered, had a nice sauna session and used Dr. Bronner's, so I was confused. But I was doing a super cleanup on my car today. And I removed these shoes from the dashboard because I had them drying there. And I was doing a little eucalyptus spray on there. And that's when I realized there was a little smell of this probably fox or coyote poop. And so I sprayed that with eucalyptus, and I could still smell it even though I did a strong concentrated mix. And then I knew right away it was coming from my shoe that I stepped in that stuff, I realized. And I sprayed this stuff like probably 6 rounds, at least a half dozen rounds of the spray, and then with a napkin. And I thought, what am I doing? Pine is like the greatest scent killer. And so I found some pines over here. And there were some fresh ones. I didn't want to ruin those, mess with those, but there happened to be some right here, so I grabbed those. And I've been doing this, and the smell still is here. It's just, I can't believe how strong this is, and that it's still not leaving. So I'm really going to go over it good. And then I'm going to find a filthy part of a waterway that's going out into the ocean. Not going to do it in a fresh stream. To have to subject some poor water bugs or fish to this scent. But I was thinking, I went into this restaurant yesterday in the morning. I was going to grab breakfast there, and the woman had an expression like she was smelling something off, and I thought, man, this person has a bad attitude. What the hell's her problem? And I realized, I'm pretty sure I was wearing these shoes because I got another pair, well, 2 other pairs actually. And I realized in hindsight it was probably the smell of the shoe that she was she was smelling. And it reminds me of that Wayne Dyer quote about how when you just carry around negativity or stuff from your past, it's the equivalent of pretty much stinking, carrying crap everywhere that you go. And I thought, what a perfect metaphor. That I went in there and I was thinking, what's this person's problem? What the hell's her deal? I thought, what a show a little grace and kindness maybe. And then in hindsight, it's probably because without knowing it, I was smelling like poop a little bit. Even though it didn't come from me. That's a good metaphor for life. God, that's just cool how you talk about this stuff and you get ideas. And that's a good metaphor. A lot of people are going to put crap in your life. And if you choose to carry it around with you, oh my gosh, I can hardly smell it anymore. If you choose to carry it around with you, you're gonna, stink up other people's lives too. So try and spread positivity and show kindness. And also, I was watching Paul Stamets. This is so cool. This is just the kind of synchronicity that's always been happening lately. I've been meaning for literally the last 2 weeks. I've been thinking about it every day, but I've been coming in and out of service, and I've been doing a lot of reading too. And you get down other YouTube rabbit holes. God, that smell is still there. What the hell's going on? This is ridiculous. This is a pair of Ultra shoes, so I'm not going to get rid of them. I'm just going to keep cleaning them. But it's just a good metaphor for, when you complain about your life or complain about what's bad, and no one wants to hear that. And it's just kind of a selfish thing to do, to go around complaining about whatever. It's like Larry David said in one of the Curb Your Enthusiasm. It's like, you can't bother your family with this crap when he's talking about going to a psychiatrist. And that's true, and you shouldn't bother. I mean, you should definitely talk to someone for sure. And you know, you should, if you got a friend that you can talk to, you should do that. Someone you can trust that's not going to use it against you. But a lot of people will just, you know, they're going to enjoy the fact that you're not doing good. And that's sadly a lot of society nowadays. So it's better just to get self-help books and get a therapist. But of course, my go-to thing is always praying to God, because I was listening to Dr. Charles Stanley, and this guy, I just got two of his audio CDs, and one of them is entitled Grace. I got them from the Eureka with a Y, and that's not how you pronounce it, but it's in like northern central California. I stopped in there on the way to Mount Shasta and got those two audiobooks, and man, this guy is one of my favorite speakers nowadays. And he was just talking about how I forget what I was gonna say. Well, I guess I'll end this video for now.